tickets, and I'm doing this every single week on these vlogs when I do this. I'm glad I'm weekly vlogging because it does remind me of things that I need to do. The writing in this is so good, but the topic, you know. Hi, welcome back, or just welcome if you're new. It's Untitled Chapter. So this is vlog number 6, weekly vlog, I think. 6, guys, 6. So this week it is LDRathon. I went through my whole TBR on my TBR video, so if you want to see that, go check it out. But I'm going to be kicking off with Tender is the Flesh, which is also part of Chloe's book club. She is hosting the readathon. I'm not giving you all the information I need to right now. Yes, it's this month's book pick, and I have made it work to use as 3924 miles, read a book set in a different country. And so Tender is the Flesh is in Argentina, so that's really good. It is the dystopian horror where basically animal meat is not able to be consumed by humans, and they've come up with a solution of rearing humans especially for the meat purposes. I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about it. We'll see. But that's my first book I'm picking up this week. And then I'm also got And They Were None by Agatha Christie, and I'm using that for book recommended to me because yeah, it's always recommended in booktube, and specifically I chose it for Meg, but then when I put my TBR video up, Larry and Hugo as well said that they love it and adore it, so you know, this is recommended by several people to me. So yes, that's it. I'm reading. I'm still in Scotland. I will be going back down tomorrow, and yeah, that's it. I have Italian class tonight, and yeah, so Monday, as you know, not really my big reading day, but that's it. I'll get my pages done for Tender the Flesh, definitely, and we'll see if I'm able to pick up And Then They Were None. So yeah, I'll take it. So still in Scotland, but my flight is this afternoon. I'll be going back home, my current home. Yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow, which I need to like travel into the office tomorrow. Yeah, so that's fun. I need to buy my train tickets, and I'm doing this every single week on these vlogs when I do this. I'm glad I'm weekly vlogging because it does remind me of things that I need to do. Anyway, I need to give you some reading updates. I'm sorry, like the very beginning of this vlog is quite chatty this week, but I have thoughts on Tender is the Flesh. But before I get into that, because that's going to be a little bit of a ramble, I've only read one chapter so far, And They Were None by Agatha Christie. In this one, I don't think I told you the premise yesterday, but there's 10 people and they're going to stay on an island off the coast of Devon, and then I think one by one they're getting killed off. That's all I know. It's my first Agatha Christie ever. I'm so excited. She's the queen of murder mysteries, and I do love a good murder mystery, so super excited. Love the fact that already in that first chapter, by Jove has been used twice. I just love that. By Jove, I love that phrase, and I don't know why, but I just love it. Obviously it's written at a different time and people don't speak like that anymore, but I just love By Jove. Anyway, Tender is the Flesh. I read yesterday's chapters for the read along for Chloe's crime scene corner. So yes, Tender is the Flesh. I read the buddy read pages. I have an eyelash or something in my eye. I read the buddy read pages last night. I managed, the audiobook came through from my library as well, so I'm reading it as an ebook from Scrib and the audiobook from my library. And yeah, so the first section was up until the end of chapter 7, which I think in the physical book is about 50 pages, and I already have so much thoughts on only 50 pages. Chloe did sprints last night because it was the start of LDRathon, and she described it as disgustingly amazing, and that pretty much kind of sums it up. The writing in this is so good, but the topic, you know, I mean, it's about cannibalism basically. It's just the fact that people are so detached and removed from the process, you know. So basically I went into a little bit about the past, that like this disease, but ended up becoming an epidemic in animals. They tried injections, they tried doing so many things to try and resolve that issue, to be able to make animal meat consumable for humans, and it didn't work out. Then obviously people eating plant-based diets, and then there's people getting malnourished or something. There's some scientific stuff saying like you need animal meat, and then people were like disappearing and stuff. So obviously cannibalism already started before it became like an official thing. And then yes, obviously they started this whole process, and the descriptions is so removed, and I'm really curious, and I don't know if we're going to find this out, how long this timeline has been, because our main character Tejo, he is like works in the slaughterhouse, and he like had went off to do veterinarism, and then he had to come back and help his father because his father had owned like a slaughterhouse or something, which was when this transition period was happening and stuff. So it's obviously happened in his lifetime. He was obviously an adult. He is still an adult, but we don't know his age. So I don't know if this has been like 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, whatever, but it's happened in his lifetime. And it's just, they're just so removed. Like, I understand if you're born into that society and that's how things are, you wouldn't see it. They call it special meat, by the way. They don't ever refer to them as humans because they're removing themselves from the whole process, basically. And just, I don't know, but like if that happened now, I'd be like, no, thank you, no. So yeah, they're just so removed. But then I suppose it's one of those things like, we're so removed from the whole process when we eat animal meat, because like we don't see the behind the scenes stuff, you know, we just pick up the packet in the shop. So yeah, I can see what the author's trying to do here. It's a bit like, I definitely thought provoking, trying to like make you think about things. The writing is just, it's so good, but some of the stuff that goes on there, the process description, you're just like, oh, but I want to keep reading. Like, I want to keep reading and seeing how this whole thing pans out. So Tejo has already been gifted they call them like heads or something. He doesn't like to refer to them as anything, but he's been gifted one and he was really mad about it. And then the guy's kind of like, why? Like, they're like, you know what I mean? Like, people want that. Like, they want their own parcel. Like you know, it's so expensive. So he just doesn't, yeah, he's kind of, I get the impression that he's going along with this process because that's how things are, and he was working in a slaughterhouse anyway, and he just ended up having to transition into that. He's just kind of going along with it, but I don't feel like he's like really into the whole process. Like, you know what I mean? He just, maybe because he works in a slaughterhouse, he just can't, you know, deal with it. I don't know, but yeah, so good. So I need to read those pages. I need to continue on with And There Were None. And yeah, the Discord chat for Chloe's book club is like really alive this month. Like, people are like proper discussing it. So I think I'm not going to read Tender in the Flesh whenever I'm eating, because I do like, you know, to read books when I have lunch and stuff. But that's obviously not going to happen for this book, because, you know, you never know what you're going to come across. So yeah. So I might read that when I'm in the airport, because I have the audiobook, so I can switch to audiobook when I'm around in the airport and stuff. And I'm going to have quite a bit of time later on to read. But yes, that's it. That's a reading update. Traveling back down home. So yes, that's the plans. And yes, I need to pack my stuff, get some reading, get some lunch, and then off to El Airport, you know. I don't know why I just said like that. So yeah, I will speak to you later on, and I will 100% have more thoughts on Tenders of Flesh. I feel like I'm going to update you every day after each section, because honestly, it's so thought-provoking. It's written so well, but like the topic, guys, like, it's just... Anyway, speak to you later. Hi, so I am back home. It is the evening. I am waiting for my Tesco groceries delivery. So while I was traveling, I finished my reading the Buddy chapters for Tenders of Flesh. Once again, guys, that book, really well written, but definitely thought-provoking. There's always something that I kind of I'm constantly being shocked, basically. But it's written so well. But the topic, again, it's really hard to kind of say stuff without giving spoilers, you know. But you're learning like a lot more of like how people's thinking are in this new kind of way of life and how things are. But yeah, definitely thought-provoking. I read more of And Then There Were None. I'm liking it. You know, we've got all our characters. There has been a few people dying already, and they're obviously trying to work things out. I do like a good classic kind of whodunit, locked room mystery, and yes, I'm so glad I finally picked up an Agatha Christie. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, that's kind of it for reading. So yes, I need to deal with my shopping when it comes, put it away, have dinner. I've been getting ready for tomorrow because I'm in the office, and yeah, that's it basically for the moment. I feel like I'm progressing really well with my books for LDRathon. I think with And There Were None, I also picked up the audiobook from Scribd along with the ebook from the library, and I don't think I have that much left. I think I've got about half of it. Sorry, that went off. Oh. Yes, I have about an hour and 45-ish. Sorry, I was doing maths. About an hour an hour and 45 minutes left on the audio book with the ebook, so I should get that done tomorrow. I could get that done tomorrow if I'm listening to in the train and stuff, and do a little bit tonight. And then yes, I might actually be able to pick up an additional book that I didn't expect to. So we'll need to think about that, what it could be. We need to think. And that's it. So I will catch up later on. Hi, it is Wednesday evening. It's after 5. The train and everything's delayed. Bad luck, I suppose, for me today with transport. I have read a little bit today, but not too much. I still need to finish my chapters for Tenderness of Flesh for today. I need to finish editing my November wrap up, but I'm going to do that now. I mean, it's after 5. I'd usually post at 5, but you know, I didn't have time yesterday. And I want it still to go up today because I didn't post on Sunday, so I want to finish that. Then we're going to be making dinner and stuff, and honestly, I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done tonight. But you know, I'm doing well to make it. That's why I double upped in prompts, because I didn't know how much I could actually read this week, so go past me. So yes, I'm going to do those things. Hopefully I need to finish today's chapters, and then I will come back and wrap up my thoughts on today's section. But already, you know, there's always something that gets me each time, you know. So yeah, let's see. Catch up with you later. Working week. It's literally, I've only worked 3 days this week, so yeah, it's Friday morning, about to start work, and I finished Tenderness of Flesh this morning. Yesterday was also the end of the buddy read, but I didn't read that much yesterday, as that'll be why you didn't get an update from me. Yes, so I had a little bit, I need to share that. I had a little bit of nightmare with my November wrap up. Who'd have seen in my last week's log, like there was an issue, files corrupted, had to refilm. I edited it, and then not all of it downloaded from a memory card, so part of it was missing, so I had to do some more editing. It's been a whole thing, but that's up, went up this morning, which is why I didn't read so much yesterday, because I was doing editing and things again. So yes, not great for that video, but yes, tender as the flesh. So I've added my thoughts into the Discord, and okay, I don't know if enjoy is the right word to use in the context of this book, but it was written so well, so thought-provoking. It's left me with a lot of questions and queries, makes you think about like humanity in general and how we do things. Like, do we just follow things that we're told and just believe things blindly? Is certain things the truth or is it not? And then is anyone actually truly good, like the good guy, or you know, lots of questions around those sort of things, and I find that sort of stuff really interesting, that kind of provokes those questions in you. The ending was not what I was expecting, definitely not. It took a little bit of a turn compared to where I thought it was going to end up, but yes, really well written, thought-provoking, and like I said, there's bits that are a bit, when they're going through the whole actual slaughtering process and stuff, there was some mention of animal cruelty in there as well, if that's, you know, trigger warning, etc. But honestly, it was so well written. I'm thinking 4.5. I haven't quite decided yet because I literally just finished it this morning, so I do like to think ever so slightly a little bit when I'm doing my ratings, but it wasn't a 5-star for me, definitely not like that high. But yeah, really, really well written. So yes, I've read a little bit more of And There Were None, so I need to continue on with that. And then The Lost Daughter by Elena Ferrante came through this morning from my library, which is great. And I was thinking about which ones were for what prompt, just a second. So, 10 Hours of Flesh I'd used in 3924 miles. I mentioned this book set in a different country, and should I only use that for that? I did. Then yes, And There Were None I'm using for FaceTime calls, and I could use it for airmail, or also The Lost Daughter could be used for airmail as well, to read a book gifted to you. Yes. And then, okay, so for The Lost Daughter, sorry, getting distracted here. For Reunion, read a 5-star prediction, because I read and really enjoyed the Neapolitan Court Let here. I really, really enjoy Elena Ferrante's writing, so I have high hopes for this one. I have high hopes. Also, the film is coming out in December, so the adaptation, so this is why I want to read it now. And then also that is covering off Travel Ban, comfort read, like a feel-good one. So like I said, absolutely adored the Neapolitan Quartet series, so it's comfort for me. Eleanor Ferrante's writing is lovely. I really enjoy it. Brings me comfort. I'll always love her characters, even if they're not traditional in the sense of like all well perfect characters. I like the imperfect, and I feel like this one is going to be again imperfect characters, so there is that. So yes, so yeah, I finished And There Were None and The Lost Daughter. I should, oh, that's not closing properly, I should be able to words. I should be able to complete all of the prompts, which is great. So The Lost Daughter, yeah, so our main character is Leda. She's a middle-aged divorced mother devoted to her work as an English professor. After the departure of her grown-up daughter, she takes a holiday on the Italian coast. But after a few days, things become unsettling on the beach, and she encounters a family whose brash behaviour proves menacing. Menacing, is that it? Is there more to this? Menacing, yeah. Leda's overwhelmed by memories of the difficult and unconventional choices she made as a mother and their consequences for herself and her family. The tale of women's rediscovery of herself soon becomes a story of ferocious confrontation with the past. A Lost Daughter is a profound exploration of the conflicting emotions that tie women to their children. So it sounds really good. Another like a thought-provoking one, so looking forward to that. I've been rambling for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut this down in editing. And yeah, so off to work now. I'll try and do a bit of reading later on, but we are gonna do that this weekend. We're gonna get them done, guys. We'll get them done. Hi, so it's Prigida. Heroes Sprint have just finished, and I managed to finish and then there were none during that. And that was just a well-written book, guys. That was really well-written mysteries. I can see why Agatha Christie is the queen. I'm so glad this is the first one I picked up of hers. Sorry, my nose is blocked. I'm so glad it was the first one that I picked up of her. Yeah, really well written. I did not work out who it was, and I love how with these murder mysteries that there's these locked room ones that there's always like the tricks and stuff. So like when I read The Hundred Murders last week as well, which I think he took inspiration from Agatha Christie's and there were none. Yeah, enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it a 5-star, guys. There's been a serious lack of 5 stars this year. And yeah, this was really well written. I can see, like I said, I can see why she is the queen of the murder mysteries. Definitely need to pick up more of hers. So yes, that means that on my LDR TBR, I have The Lost Daughter is the last one I have left. I think it's like 164 pages, so I can definitely get that done Saturday, Sunday. Readathon ends on Sunday, so I can definitely get it done, guys. I can definitely get this done. Hopefully it is a 5-star prediction. At least I got a 5-star of this. You know, even if, you know, my 5-star prediction doesn't end up being a 5-star, at least I got one. And it's been, like I said, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've had a 5-star, so we needed that. We needed it. But I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I will catch up with you tomorrow when I pick up The Lost Daughter. So yeah, that'll be really nice autumn day that I was out all day today. So my reading has been very little. I only read a couple of chapters of The Lost Daughter. So yeah, at the very start, and yeah, we get a feel for our main character, Leda. And yes, you can see how she now her kids are grown up. They have went to live with their dad in America, and she is like finally getting some time to her own, and she's starting to like she's trying to like become her own person again. I suppose that's the best way to do it, because essentially she has always obviously done things for the kids. It's been so long that she has been like a mother that she is now kind of starting to rediscover herself. I suppose that's what she's trying to do. She's on holiday, so it's just the beginning. So she's realised that she needs to become her own person again. So it's very different from the Neapolitan Quartet series. I'm enjoying it so far. So yes, I need to read quite a bit of that because I want to get that done tomorrow so I can actually complete my full TBR for LDRathon. So there's that. Second of all is I have not even started editing my reading vlog, which was last week's one. I've not even started it because I wanted to go up tomorrow. So I need to do that. I read Passing last week, which will be in the vlog that will go up tomorrow, guys. It will go up. But I believe it's on Netflix now. I need to check, but I think it's on Netflix. So I might have that on whilst I'm editing. And yeah, so we can get the editing done because we need to get that done. So I'm probably not going to read anything tonight because yes, editing needs to be done. But tomorrow, lots of reading, guys. Lots and lots of reading will be done so I can complete my TBR. I promise you that's what's going to happen. But yesterday was such a nice autumn day, and I just feel like this year is a lot milder than last year, and I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying it. I love it when we have these nice crisp, you know, sunny. It wasn't even that cold during the day. Once the sun went away, it started to get cold, but when the sun was there, really nice. Enjoyed it. But anyway, that's me. I'm done rambling on now. I'm gonna get editing and watching Passing. Hopefully, if it is on there, I could be completely wrong, but I hope it is. And yes, that's it. I will catch up with you tomorrow. But it's already starting to get dark. Oh, winter. I don't like this time of year for this reason when it gets dark early. Anyway, I know it doesn't look that dark out there to you guys, but it is actually getting quite dark if the light's on. This is not what this update is for. I last spoke to you, what, yesterday at some point? Can't remember, guys, sorry. I didn't do that much reading yesterday. I was out and about all day. Really nice day. Yeah, it's nice to spend time with people. So yes, I didn't read that much, but last night, no, I did. I spoke to you last night, guys. What am I talking about? Spoke to you. Yeah, so last night I did my editing, well, most of my editing while watching a bit of Passing. I still have about half an hour left of the film. I finished off my editing this morning, uploaded, and it's ready to go in about half an hour. It will be up. And what is going on with my hair, guys? What's this? What's this? Okay. Yes, so there's that, and I had to go to the shops this morning because I had a few bits and pieces I had to get. So I've not done that much reading, except on the way, and I was out and about this morning, I started listening to Red, White and Whole, which it's one of my last actual Believathon book that I picked up as part of my TBR, and it's a 2021 release. And what was that prompt again? 1 second. Okay, I don't have the actual wording written down, but it was number 10, read a 2021 release. So yeah, Red, White and Whole, which is about this girl. She is Indian American, she's a first generation, so her parents came over from India to America, and she's first generation, so it's kind of this, you get to see how she has two lives essentially. There is her life at home with her parents, and then the one where she's out in the world, and there's like the life that her parents want her to lead. You know, they want her to be modest and behave in a certain way, but then she's like, I'm American, like I've grown up American. I mean, she says at the very start. So there's this like push and pull. However, her mum ends up being diagnosed with cancer, so that's being brought into the storyline as well. So again, it's another kind of push and pull of different parts of her life. It's really good actually. It's a middle grade, but yeah, I mean, middle grades have changed so much since when I was like a middle grader myself. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't think I have that much left of it. I just thought while I was out and I couldn't physically, I didn't have an audiobook for The Lost Daughter, so I thought I'll start that since it's on my TBR, and I should try and actually complete my TBR rather than randomly picking up books that are not on it, which I've already done this month. So yes, and then yes, The Lost Daughter, I'm watching Chloe's sprints at the moment, taking part in them, chatting in the comments, etc. And yes, so I need to read quite a bit of The Lost Daughter tonight to be able to complete all of the prompts for LDRathon, and yes, so I can get comfort read, travel bands comfort read done, definitely. Whereas the other ones, oh yeah, and reunion, I need it to complete those 2 prompts. So yeah, that's it. That's a reading update, etc. Don't think there's anything else to update you on. Just need to get my reading done, and I'm gonna be making a delicious roast tonight. Like, I'm actually going all out this time. Like usually, you know, with the meat, we have our veg, you know, and New Yorkies gravy. But I'm doing cauliflower cheese, and I actually got pigs and blankets as well, guys. It's gonna look amazing, and it's gonna taste amazing too, guys. I'm sure of it. But yeah, I'll insert some clips, etc. of that. But yes, that's it for the update for the moment. Hello, good morning. I'm popping on just to end my weekly vlog. It is Monday. Yeah, Monday. I did not finish the Lost Daughter yesterday. I was like super busy doing like a roast and so many different things. I forget how long it takes, so I did not finish the Lost Daughter yesterday. So I didn't finish all the prompts for LDRathon, but I still had fun reading the books, and I'm gonna finish it off in my next week's vlog. So you have to see my thoughts when I wrap up then. But I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely seeing parallels between our main character Lena and then Elena from My Brilliant Friend, the Neapolitan Quartet series. Definitely see some parallels between the two. But yes, enjoying it, and yeah, you just have to watch next week's vlog to find out my final thoughts on it, 'cause I will finish it in next week's vlog, guys. I will, promise you. And I finished Red, White and Whole. I finished it last night because while I was cooking I thought, oh well, I'll put the audiobook on, at least I'm doing some reading. So I've actually finished that. It was really well written. I've given it a 4 stars. I think the author really tackled a tough topic. Also seeing what our character, how she felt growing up as a first generation Indian American, what that meant to her, and then also having the second parallel when her mum becomes ill with cancer. I think it was tackled really well, written really well, really well. Like I said, middle grade I think has come on a really long way since I was that age. So yeah, 4 stars, fantastic. And that was the last one that I'd have planned for Believathon, so yay. Doing smashing this this month's TBR. So that's it. Yes, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll hope you see you in the next one. Bye.